Hey everyone, thanks for joining Smart Edition Academy for another free video lesson. In this video, we're going to talk about root words, prefixes, and suffixes. This lesson is specifically for the writing section of the Kaplan Nursing Entrance Exam, also known as the Kaplan Nursing Admissions Test. This will be a three-part video that will give you an overview of root words, prefixes, suffixes, and give you some examples of how they are used. That you definitely need to know this type of information for the writing section of the KNAT. Before we get started with this video lessons, there are a few links in the description below that I want to point out to you. The first is a free diagnostic Kaplan nursing practice test. This is accurate and is full of realistic KNAT questions. I highly recommend that you check it out. Therefore, you can take a practice test, get a gauge of how the questions are set up, and at the end of that, you'll receive a diagnostic report that'll tell you your strengths and your weaknesses in every section of the Kaplan Nursing, not just the writing. We also have a free Kaplan Nursing Facebook study group. And lastly, there is a link to our KNAT Kaplan Nursing online course, which you're seeing a little bit of a preview of that here. It includes 100 videos, just like the ones you're about to see, Kaplan Nursing practice tests, flashcards, and all of these lessons you see here on the left. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the lesson on root words, suffixes, and prefixes.
Welcome to the lesson on root words, prefixes, and suffixes. A root word is the most basic part of a word. You can build upon a root word by adding a prefix to the beginning or a suffix to the end to change its meaning. There are some root words that can stand on their own without any help from prefixes or suffixes. Here are some examples of root words and their meanings. The root dress means clothing. Form means shape. Normal means typical. Phobia means fear. And port means carry. Now let's dive into prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes are letters that are added to the beginning of a root word. When we add a prefix, a new word with a different meaning is created. The same is true for suffixes, but we add those letters to the ends of the word. Here are some common prefixes and their meanings, along with some examples of words. Hydro means water, as in hydrate. Inter means between, as in international. Pre means before, like in preview. Sub means under, like in submarine. And un means remove, like in undress. Let's move on to suffixes. Again, suffixes are added to the ends of the word to change its meaning. Let's take a look at some examples. Able or able means can be done, as in agreeable. En means made of, as in wooden. Full means full of, as in meaningful. Some suffixes are easier to spell out than say. The suffix ion or tion means the act or process of, as with hospitalization. And logy is the study of, like in biology. If you want to expand your vocabulary quickly, study parts of words instead of whole words. Why? Because when you know the meanings of common roots, prefixes, and suffixes, you will be able to figure out the meanings of the whole words more easily. Let's try it out with the word transportation. The prefix is trans, meaning across. The root port means to carry. The suffix ion means the act or process. All together now. The word transportation means the act or process of carrying something across. Now let's take a look at the word indestructible. The prefix is in, meaning not. The root is struct, meaning to build. The suffix ible means can be done. Put it all together and the word indestructible literally means not able to be unbuilt. But since that's a double negative, we'll just say it means it's not able to be torn down. Okay, time to review. A root is the most basic part of a word. Prefixes are letters added to the beginning of a root word to change its meaning. Suffixes are letters added to the end of a root word to change its meaning. To determine the meaning of an unknown word, look at the meaning of the roots, prefixes, and suffixes. That's it for our lesson on root words, prefixes, and suffixes.